How's it going, you guys? Bunny Llama here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play GameCube games on your Homebrew Wii. And as a bonus, I'm also going to show you how to set it up through USB Loader, and that way you'll be able to access your Wii games and GameCube games in the same spot. Now what we'll need for this tutorial is obviously a Homebrew Wii, and USB Loader if you're going to want to set up your games through USB Loader. Now, if you don't have these things, no need to worry, because if you want to check my playlist link down in the description below, I have videos already showing you how to do those things, so make sure you check those videos out first. But once you have a homebrewed Wii, you're also going to need an SD card or USB drive. I'm going to be using both in this video, the SD card that I used to mod my Wii, and the USB drive that I have that has all my games on it. But you can use either or, it's all personal preference. But once you have that, you're finally going to need a computer, whether that's Mac or PC, it doesn't matter. And then once you have all that, we have everything we need for this tutorial, so let's get down to it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is you're going to want to open the Google Drive link that I put in the description below. And it's going to have this file right here. Now this file, Nintendont, is the program that we're gonna use to play our GameCube games on. Now once you have this, just highlight it, right click, and download. Now I'm not gonna press it because I already have it downloaded right here, but once you downloaded it and it's all good, we're all good here, so we can just exit out of this. You're gonna want to open your Finder application, or if you're on a PC, just your Files application. You're gonna want to go to your SD card or USB drive, whichever one you're using. And then that's all you're gonna do here is you're gonna want to grab your Nintendont folder, and you're gonna drag it all the way to your apps folder. Now you should have an apps folder already, but if you don't, just right click new folder and call it apps, all lowercase, and have it on the root of the SD card or USB drive. Now when we open apps, you should see Nintendo in there with these files. Now once we have that, we're all done on the SD card. So now we get to move on to the USB drive where I have all my games on. But like I said, if you're just using one or the other, just stay on the one that you drag Nintendo into. But once you're back to the root, you're gonna want to right click and make a new folder and name one called games here, capital G games. Now this is where you're gonna be putting your GameCube games. See, I have a couple of them in there already, but to show you how to set it up and everything, I got a game just for this video, NFL Blitz 3. So all you're gonna want to do is just grab any of the games that you want to play on your Wii, just the GameCube game ones. Just grab it and drag it and put it in the games folder here. Now it's probably down. Okay, yes, this is downloading. While this is downloading, there's a couple things I want to note and point out. One, I'm just showing you how to set up the GameCube games. I'm not showing you how to get the GameCube games. You're on your own for that. And two, I'll show you after this downloads too, but you got to make sure that the GameCube file is in .iso format. Now if it's not in .ios format, this will not work. Now I think nkit.iso also works, but I've never tried it. I've just heard it works. So if you want to be 100% sure, just make sure your GameCube games are .iso format. Now if they're not for some reason and you need to convert them to .iso, I'll put a website link in the description below, giving you step by step on how to do that. Now once your games are finished downloading and they're in the games folder, there's just a couple things that we need to rename for our game or games to be ready for Nintendo on our homebrewed Wii. So first thing that we need to do is make sure that your game file is in a folder like this. Like my NFL Blitz file is in an NFL Blitz folder. Now this is actually easier than the Wii game setup. So once you have a folder, you just gotta rename it. The right click, rename. Just rename it the title of the game. So the title of my game here is NFL Blitz 2003, and that's all you have to rename it. You don't have to find a game ID or anything, which is pretty nice. Now, once you have this renamed, click on the folder, and then we'll see our game file here. Now we need to rename this too, but it's also pretty simple. You're just gonna want to right click, go to rename, and literally just call it game. So really what you should have here is game.iso. This is just what it needs to be called for Nintendont to read it. And then the file name is important so Nintendo knows which game it is. So once you have your game with the right title on the folder, and then you have it just game.iso, you are all done on the computer, because we have the Nintendo on our SD card apps, and then we have all the games that we want and need in our games file on our USB drive. So we are all done here, so we can unplug our stuff and plug it into the Wii and finish our journey there. Alright, once we're on the Wii, what we want to do here is we want to go to the Homebrew channel. And once we're in the Homebrew channel, you're going to see you have the Nintendo program in here now. So you're just going to want to go to Nintendo and press load. Then once it's loaded in, it's going to ask for your SD card or USB drive. It's pretty much asking you which one your games are on. So I'm going to select USB because that's where I put NFL Blitz 2003. And then once we load up, you're going to see all your games should be here. And then a couple more things that we need to do in here is press B, which will access the settings. So if you want to save your memory, your Gamecube game memory, all you want to do is you want to go to these settings and you want to go down and to mem card emulation and turn that on. And then that's really the only specific one that you need to have on in here. The rest of these are personal preference. But once you did that, one more thing I also recommend, if you press 1, this will take you to the update portion. You can update any of these just in case if you're watching this like in the future or something's not working. I would try to update all of these. I would just update them all at once when you're going to update. But I know everything works, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll press the home button to go back, press it again. So you can access your games just through here. Your games will work through here. But I'm not going to access them through here because now I'm going to show you how to set them up through USB Loader. So let's do that right now. Alright, once you're back on the Wii menu, you're going to want to go to USB Loader. If you don't have it on your Wii menu, you can just access it through the Homebrew channel. But I have the WAD, so I'm just going to access it through the Wii menu. Okay, now once we're in USB Loader, you can see that it should already identify your Gamecube games. But if you just launched USB Loader and didn't mess with any settings, and you just launched Nintendo, you're probably going to get this message. So like, let's try to play NFL Blitz. It's going to give us this error message that it says we need the boot.dll file, but we have it. So what the problem is USB Loader can't identify Nintendo and read the games. So we have to manually tell it where to look. So to do this, you need to go to settings, and you need to go down a slide and go to custom paths. And then once we're in here, you're going to want to go down. If I can go down here. Alright, here we go. Alright, you're going to want to go down here. So the first thing that we got to check is the Nintendo loader path. Once you click this one, just put it in the right folder here. So like mine's on my SD card, so just go to apps and Nintendont, and then just have it in there, press OK, path changed. If you're doing it on the USB drive, just change it to USB, and then make sure you go to your main Gamecube path, and it's in your games folder on your SD card or USB drive, which one you're using. I'm using USB, so it's on the USB for me. And then one more thing you have to check is if you're on an SD card, check the SD card path. I don't use an SD card, so I'm not going to mess with this one, but if you have an SD card, make sure it's in the games folder here. Alright, once we changed all that, now we should be able to access our games through USB Loader. So let's launch NFL Blitz again. And there you go, you guys. NFL Blitz 2003 is starting. And that's how you play GameCube games on your homebrewed Wii and how to access them through USB Loader. I hope this video was very helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you guys next time.